Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's show of Equality and Rights for All. I am so sorry that I'm hosting this show later uh, than a scheduled day. Anyway, uh, there's one good topic for today's show in which it's U.S. airstrikes kill Iranian general. Now U.S. has to worry about when and how Iran will retaliate. I'm sure everybody's heard the news now that because there was an attack on the U.S. embassy overseas um, by this militia, and Trump retaliated by uh, ordering airstrikes in which it killed an Iranian general. So now, well, first of all, before I continue with what I was going to say, let me first start off by saying this. This whole Middle East issue began with the Bushes, the Bush family, and again, Republicans, and it was because of the oil in Iran, and in which the Bush family wanted to protect their investment in the oil, because that's a lot of money to them, to the Bush family. And it didn't start off really with Bush Jr. when he was president. It really started off with Bush Sr. when he was president of the United States. And then it continued into when Bush Jr. became president of the United States. So this really all started before Clinton and before Obama, etc. And um, really, the they wanted the United States uh, people, forces, the military, out of their country. Okay, and they still do, and that's why they attacked the embassy. And now Trump retaliated by um, by ordering this airstrike. And also, I just want to say one other thing. This Iranian general that got killed, he was a nasty SOB. He was horrible, and there's no denying that. Now, uh, so now that this airstrike happened, in which, by the way, Trump did not uh, inform the full Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate, in full, everybody, about that he was going to have this airstrike. And he just did it. And so proper procedures call for the president to discuss the issue with the full Congress. That's what proper procedure is. Now, these attacks on the U.S. Embassy that happened, was that an emergency? Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's being honest here. And did Trump just react by placing this airstrike order? Yes. Did Trump look at the full big picture of all the consequences that come along with that action? No. It's he believes in act first, think later. And that's really not always good. So, um, That's what the situation is. And now, because of the fact that this airstrike happened, and that because the United States killed this Iranian general, now the United States has to worry about when and how Iran will retaliate. And it's not a matter of if they're going to retaliate. It's a guarantee that they're going to retaliate. It's only a matter of when and how. And let me explain to you how Iran can retaliate. They can retaliate in many different forms. They can retaliate by having missile attacks on the U.S. They can have attacks to our military overseas. We can possibly have more terrorist attacks here in the United States. There could be further attacks on U.S. embassies overseas. They can they can have cyber attacks on the United States. They can stop exporting oil, and that's just to name a few right there. And as a matter of fact, since this issue with Iran has now gotten worse, gas prices in the United States has gone up, and stocks have gone down again. So, because now investors are worried about what's going to happen with the oil, all right, because a lot of them invest in the oil. Like I said before, that's a hell of a lot of money to the United States, especially to the Bush family. So now there's another thing here that people haven't realized. Trump has said he was going to have all of our troops come home, right? Now he's sending more troops over there. He's, sen- he's sending more troops over there. So, for his promise to have our military come home, that's now squashed. Squashed. Because now he's sending thousands more back overseas. And um, when he talked about a promise of a booming economy, that's squashed now too. That's done with. Aside from the tariff war that he's been having with China, which hurt the United States, even though Trump will never admit to it. Okay, now this, in which, like I said, this now hurt the United States economy because now Iran can stop exporting oil, which hurts the economy in a global sense, actually. Not just the United States, but globally too. So, and not only that, there are three major countries that are very upset that Trump ordered these airstrikes, uh, which killed the Iranian general. And these three major countries that were against the United States doing this was China, as if we don't already have enough problems between the United States and them, Russia, and France. So, yeah, That's now all these things now the United States has to worry. And now the Trump administration informed all of Congress that Iran will retaliate. It's just a matter of when and how. And it's going to be within the coming weeks. It's just a matter of when and how. So now Congress, the whole Congress, House of Representatives, the Senate, and the White House have to really now work triple times harder to prepare for any sort of Iranian retaliation. So now we got bigger problems. So that's just how it is now, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at. Now we don't have too much time left to this show. Uh, and then I'm either going to host my other show that I was supposed to host on Thursday of Disabled Reality. I'm probably going to host that a few minutes after I'm done hosting this show. And I want to remind everybody. Oh, first of all, I should have started off by saying this. So my fault. Excuse me. Happy New Year, everybody. By the way, and I hope everybody has a wonderful and safe 2020. And now I can continue with what I was going to say. I wanted to remind everybody about my business, my website, which is Advocate Information Highway, and the link to there is awldny.com. That's E like Apple, W like Wind, L like Larry, D like David, NY like for the state of New York.com. And you guys can check out all 7 pages on there. And for all my new fans out there that are listening for the first time, on the homepage of my website, you will see the links to where you can follow me on social media. Under that, you will see the 3 links to 3 business pages on Facebook, in which the first business page is called Advocate Information Highway. The second business page on Facebook is called Advocate Information Highway Express. And the third business page on Facebook is called Odds and Ends. Underneath that, you'll see the 5 places that I've been a long, proud member of, in which you'll see 5 of them on there. Under that, you'll see the area where you can subscribe to my website. And underneath that, you'll see the area where you can send us an email in which you can uh, fill out the contact us area. The second page of the website is a support page in which you'll see all the companies or the organizations, um, etc., of what Advocate Information Highway supports. The third page of the website is the administration page, and well, that's self explanatory. The fourth page is the store page, in which, in the first section, you'll see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products and they're up for sale on there. In the second section, you'll see um, uh, multiple links, in which the first link in the second section is to my author's page on Amazon.com. The next link is to if you want to take a sneak peek into my first book called Let's Talk About It. You can uh, click on that link and take a sneak peek into my first book. The next link in the second section is uh, to the page where you can take a sneak peek into my second book that I wrote, which is called Let's Talk About It More. So you can check that out too. And in the third section, you'll see the link to the website that my husband and I have together called oddsandends.com. That's ODDZ like zebra, N like Nancy, ENDS.com. And you can purchase a lot of our products on there as well. The fifth page is a blog page in which you guys can check out all the blog posts that I placed on there for each section. The sixth page is the shows page, in which you guys can listen to all the episodes for both shows that I host here on Spreaker.com, and which my first show, uh, which is still scheduled for Thursdays, is called Equality and Rights for All. And also for the second show that I host here on Spreaker.com on Fridays, that it's still scheduled for Fridays, and that's called Disabled Reality. And again, you guys can check out all the episodes each show. And the seventh and final page of the website is the newspapers page, in which you guys can check out all 10 of my internet newspapers. And you'll see the links for each one on there. And so, with that, again, hopefully in a few minutes, I will host my other show, Disabled Reality, that I was supposed to host on Thursday. But either which way, I hope to speak to everybody again next week, which is next Thursday, January 9th, for this show, Equality and Rights for All. And hopefully next Friday, which is January 10th, for Disabled Reality. And so, with that, take care, everybody. Bye.